It is known as the King of the North Atlantic, a journey of survival, precision, and ultimate flavor.
From the icy depths of the ocean to the pinnacle of gourmet dining.
This is the story of how natural's raw power is transformed into a global delicacy. Combining ancient preservation techniques with modern industrial mastery.
Welcome inside the Atlantic Salmon factory.
Our process begins hundreds of miles offshore, in the nutrient-rich waters where the Atlantic salmon reach.
Modern trawlers are equipped with advanced sonar to locate sustainable schools, ensuring a harvest of only the finest quality fish.
Immediate temperature control is critical. Within seconds of leaving the water, the catch is submerged in an icy slurry to lock in freshness.
Upon arrival at the processing plant, the transfer system ensures the fish are never bruised, moving them via hydraulic pressure.
We are now inside one of the world's most advanced seafood processing facilities, capable of handling 50 tons of salmon per day.
Hygiene is paramount. Every inch of skin is scoured by purified water to remove any ocean sediment or bacteria.
Expert inspectors conduct the first quality check. Clear eyes and bright red gills are the signs of a premium catch.
Computer vision systems measure the weight, length, and fat content of each fish in milliseconds.
This automated sorting ensures that only salmon of identical size are processed together, crucial for uniform smoking later on.
The salmon are immediately transferred to the wet line. Speed is essential to maintain the cold chain temperature established on the boat.
Automated headers use sensors to locate the gill plate, ensuring maximum yield by removing the head with surgical precision.
Next, the ventral side is opened. The depth of the cut is calibrated to the millimeter to avoid damaging the internal roe or valuable flesh.
High-powered vacuum systems remove the entrails efficiently, significantly reducing the risk of contamination compared to manual gutting.
A thorough internal scrub ensures the abdominal cavity is completely free of blood residues, crucial for the shelf life of the final smoked product.
Now, the shimmering armor must be removed. The fish enter the descaling chambers, where friction and water pressure do the work.
A final sanitized rinse prepares the pristine trunks for the most critical stage of the operation. They are now ready for transformation. The journey from whole fish to premium fillet begins next.
Precision is everything. Laser-guided systems align the spine to within a millimeter to maximize the yield of the precious pink meat. In a fraction of a second, the machine performs a cut that would take a master sushi chef minutes, separating the flesh from the central frame. Nothing is wasted. The frames are collected and processed into fish oil or calcium supplements, but the prize is the fillet. While machines handle the heavy lifting, skilled artisans perform the trim. Removing the excess belly fat requires a tactile understanding of the fish's anatomy. The most tedious task is handled by the pin bone remover, a mechanical marvel that plucks the intramuscular bones without tearing the delicate flesh.
Technology is not enough. A final tactile check ensures that the eating experience will be completely seamless and bone-free.
The fillets are trimmed to a uniform specification, ensuring that every package contains a steak of identical weight and shape.
This is the canvas we will work with. The high oil content and distinct marbling are what will absorb the smoke and create the signature melting texture.
The fillets are racked with care, spacing them evenly to ensure that air and smoke can circulate around every square inch.
The cutting is complete. Now, the alchemy begins. The salmon enters the transformation zone.
Before smoke, there must be salt. A precise blend of sea salt and sugar is rained onto the fillets to begin the curing process. This is osmosis at work. The salt draws out excess moisture, firming the texture and concentrating the natural flavor of the Atlantic salmon. Timing is critical. Leave the salt too long and the fish becomes tough. Rinse it too early and it won't preserve. The balance is measured in minutes. Before the smoke can adhere, the fish must form a pellicle, a tacky surface layer that acts as a magnet for the smoke particles.
Friction generators create a cold smoke by smoldering the wood without generating high heat. This is essential. We want to cook the fish with flavor, not temperature.
The doors are sealed. For the next 12 to 24 hours, the salmon will be bathed in a constantly circulating fog of aromatic smoke. Cold smoking happens at just 25 degrees Celsius. The fish remains raw in texture but is chemically transformed by the phenols in the smoke.
As time passes, the flesh takes on a rich, sunset orange hue, and the natural oils rise to the surface.
The transformation is complete. What went in as a raw catch has emerged as a preserved, golden delicacy.
The smoke process is finished, but the fish is not ready. It must rest for up to 48 hours to allow...
For premium pre-sliced packs, the tough skin is often removed entirely, allowing for 100% usable product.
The outer crust is too hard for the delicate slicing machines. It is trimmed away by hand to ensure every slice is melt-in-the-mouth tender.
The fillets enter the most mesmerizing machine in the factory, the high-speed oscillating slicer.
Cutting at a specific angle increases the surface area of each slice, releasing more flavor upon tasting.
The slices are arranged on the signature gold board, a global standard for presentation that highlights the vibrant color of the Atlantic salmon.
The weight must be exact. If a pack is even 2 grams under, a jet of air blows it off the line for manual correction.
Before the final seal, human eyes ensure the aesthetic is perfect. This isn't just food, it's a visual promise of quality.
Here we sort the perfect slices from the trimmings, which are then used to create our secondary products, like this salmon pâté.
These trimmings possess the exact same flavor profile as the premium slices. They are destined for a different, softer delicacy, smoked salmon pâté.
The trimmings are ground into a fine base. This ensures that the texture of the final spread will be silky and uniform.
Fresh cream, spices, and lemon are folded into the mixture. The result is a rich, spreadable mousse. High-speed fillers deposit the exact weight into retail tubs, creating a secondary revenue stream from what was once considered waste.
Meanwhile, the thickest, most prized part of the fillet, the coeur de saumon, is reserved for the royal cut.
Before sealing, every single millimeter is scanned by X-ray. Even a shard of stainless steel from a knife tip would trigger an immediate shutdown.
Random samples are constantly sent to the on-site lab. We test for listeria and other pathogens.
Sorted, graded, and approved. The Atlantic salmon is now ready for the final seal.
We enter the packaging zone, dominated by the thermoformer. This machine custom molds the base tray for every single packet from a roll of medical-grade plastic. Precision robotics place the salmon into the trays. The fit must be exact. Any overhang would compromise the airtight seal.
Before sealing, the natural air is flushed out and replaced with a protective mix of nitrogen and carbon.
This is the critical moment. The vacuum removes 99.9% of the oxygen, halting the oxidation process instantly.
A heated bar fuses the top and bottom films together, creating a hermetic seal that is virtually unbreakable.
Rotating blades separate the batch into individual retail units. The edges are cut clean, leaving no jagged plastic. A leak means spoilage. Random packs are submerged to check for pinhole leaks. Even a single bubble spells rejection for the entire batch. The final branding is applied. The label contains the tracking code, tracing this specific fish back to the very boat that caught it. Traceability is our promise. This code tells the consumer exactly when their salmon was smoked, sliced, and sealed.
Sealed, safe, and ready for the world. But to reach the other side of the globe, it must first survive the cold. To reach customers on the other side of the world, the salmon must be paused in time. The packs enter the spiral freezer.
This is a vertical journey through the cold. The spiral design maximizes exposure to the freezing air while minimizing the factory footprint.
Slow freezing would rupture the cell walls, turning the fish mushy. Shock freezing locks the cellular structure instantly, preserving the texture perfectly.
Thermal sensors monitor the core temperature. The product must hit -18 degrees at the core before it is allowed to leave. After 40 minutes, they emerge transformed,
rock hard, preserved, and ready for travel. Inspectors ensure the packs are frozen flat. Any bent or curled packs are removed, as they won't stack correctly in the boxes.
Because of the vacuum seal and the speed of the freeze, the vibrant orange color remains untouched. The frozen inventory is moved to the holding cathedral, a fully automated cold store where robots manage the stock.
Here, the salmon waits in suspended animation, monitored 24/7 until an order comes in from Paris, Tokyo, or New York. The journey requires armor. High-strength corrugated cardboard is mechanically erected to house the frozen fillets.
Pick, rotate, place. These Delta robots can pack 200 units a minute, arranging them in alternating patterns to maximize space.
For long-haul flights, thermal insulation is added. This foam sheet acts as a final barrier against temperature fluctuations during transit.
The master carton is sealed. Once taped, it becomes a tamper-evident unit, ready for the supply chain. To withstand the pressures of stacking, heavy-duty plastic straps reinforce the carton's structural integrity. The palletizer builds the load with mathematical precision, interlocking the layers to ensure the stack remains stable even in rough seas.
This is the cocoons phase. Multiple layers of stretch wrap lock the boxes together and provide a final shield against moisture and dust.
Every pallet is a traveler. This specific lot is destined for the sushi markets of Tokyo and the gourmet delis of New York.
The cold chain must never be broken. The pallet moves directly from the cold store into a pre-cooled reefer truck.
Upon arrival, the product is inspected by the world's most demanding chefs. The color, the texture, and the aroma must be flawless. It is a versatile delicacy. Whether served on a simple bagel or as the centerpiece of a Michelin star appetizer, the quality shines through.
The result is a texture that melts in the mouth, with a perfect balance of oak smoke, sea salt, and the natural richness of the Atlantic.
From the icy depths of the northern seas to the finest tables in the world, this is the journey of the Atlantic salmon.